November 3rd, 2023. Modern communism, digital communism. What is it? Well, I think by now a lot of people are starting to understand as erosion of freedom. You can just tell what's going on. If you can't, I don't know what kind of rock you're living under, but with all the AI we got going on, with the facial recognition, all these bills passing at the same time right now in UK, Canada, of course in US, it is beyond, in my opinion, scary. And I always say this channel is not to scare you, this channel is to prepare you. This is modern communism, okay? People laugh at channels like this. They say, what are you talking about? They're expecting you're going to see Stalin's army or Mao's army coming out, marching in the streets. Is that possible too, to make it look like that? Of course, with the martial law. I mean, look what happened through the pandemic. Did a lot of people expect that? You're going to be locked down in your homes, ordered to take a certain jab in order to keep your job, can't go on the beach. I mean, I just don't know how many things people can ignore. So what can we do about this? You're going to hear AI, artificial intelligence. Well, average folk now are using it, so we're gonna do certain things to protect you. Get it? To protect you, just in case you're getting some information that you can really use to make your life easier for whatever reason maybe. They're going to come up with another bill, like I said, in order to enrich themselves and to take more freedom from you. And it's not going to stop. We need to know exactly where every single person is, because every single 10 miles, every single 100 miles, every single 1,000 feet, they're going to have cameras, and they'll know exactly where you are, what mile marker. They're going to mark you as possibly, I don't know, national threat because you talked about certain things about climate change on social media, and you're driving your fancy electric car and it just won't go anymore. It just stops because it's easier for them to get you. There is a police station 5 miles up the road and they're going to turn you off right there so the cop can just come in and get you. That's what's happening. And people are not speaking out about this. They don't care. Why? Because they are looking at this modern communism as innovation. Of course it's an innovation. Of course it's cool that I can hold this cell phone right now and then press send and have it sent out into the metaverse, and have like 5 people see this video. LOL. But that's what it is. So we're ignoring it because of inconvenience. I mean, putting a chip into your forehead, into your palm in order to buy food, and just scan your wrist or your palm, whatever. I think it was wrist, what the Bible said, or the forehead. Yeah, wrist or the forehead. It's already happening in some parts of the world. I saw videos where this lady, I think it must have been in Dublin, Ireland, she was so excited about putting her wrist on the scan, on the barcode, inside the grocery store. How convenient it was. She didn't even have to bring her wallet. She didn't have to put her ID in the pocket. She was ID'd right there and then and was able to pay it by just scanning the wrist. This is how dumb people are. I hope you are not one of these people. I hope that at some point, like I always say, 10 million people peacefully show up on Capitol Hill and start asking, not even demanding for answers, what is going on? Why are they so concerned about our safety? And we can just point out the latest scamdemic and nothing came out of it besides right now all these side effects from the jabs and every single person knowing that that was nothing but a scam. If you are one of those who still believes and you're waiting for the booster number 6 to save you from the deadly virus, I don't know what to tell you. I think those that even took 2 jabs right now are starting to like really question what's going on. And nothing would really change unless you got wacko liberals show up and start complaining because unfortunately some of their family members either died or had a stroke due to using one of these, you know what, I can't even say it. Why? Because we are going through modern communism. Because algorithms pick up certain words and then they censor the channel that a lot of people can't hear what's going on. It is not a conspiracy theory, it is happening. I think learning to be as self-sufficient as possible. I know it sounds like I'm beating on the drum here every single day, but I'm going through certain stress tests myself. Can I figure things out if the electricity goes out? Let's say the grid goes down for a week or 2. What is my propane situation? What is my generator? I just want to have all of that and be able to also hunt for food or whatever. I know it sounds insane to talk about that in 2023 in United States. But I know, again, a lot of people were thinking that I was insane and they were mocking channels like this when I talked about that you haven't seen anything yet, way before the scamdemic happened. And then soon after, you got to close down your mom and pop shop, but you can leave Walmarts of the world open because, you know, the virus does not spread inside big places where a lot of people are. It spreads in a small place where there is one worker to try to make ends meet, selling some cute stuff that they are so proud of, and people like me and you trying to support them cannot go into that place. But no, you gotta go to Costco, you gotta go to Lowe's for certain things. You can't go to this small little tool shop down the road. Digital communism is a big deal. It is happening. It is all for your freedom. I suggest you do a little bit of research on this insanity out of UK with facial recognition bill now coming to pass right now. Take a look. I will post some links down below about this and try to do, like I said, whatever you can to be as self-sufficient, self-reliant individual away from the cities and prepare. The longer they kick the can down the road, the longer it's going to take to recover from this mess, what they're doing. Because to finish the video off, just want to show you the idiocy that and the lies, the propaganda that we hear. Right now, Fed Reserve is pausing, right? They're pausing because, you know, inflation is lower. Obviously, when you go to the store, when you buy food, you know, how are you going to live without food? You know that the prices are not coming down. They're actually going up. But who needs food, right? They're pausing because they're doing, you know, economy is strong and all that. And they're going to bring inflation to 2%. First off, why do we have to be at 2%? Who came up with that number? I would love to hear from you guys to tell me, why do we need to be at 2% inflation? Why not at 0.5%, I mean? Why not at 0? Why do we need to be at 2? And then we overshoot to 9, and now supposedly we are now at like 3.5 or whatever it is. For the CPI, Consumer Price Index, CPI, call it CPI because it's nothing but lies. So let me know. Let me know, what do you think the inflation really is? Let me know, what do you think about this whole AI stuff that's going on, the facial recognition, and is it really helping? Is convenience helping us, or is enslaving us? Let me know. And then to add on that, I lost my train of thought for a second. I saw police here on the side pulling someone over. You can't put a number price on freedom. You just can't. A lot of people don't know that. They were born in 80s, 90s, 2000s. The Western world, everything is supposedly be you're living free and all that. That they haven't been through any kind of really downturns in society, financial and societal, civil wars and all. None of that has happened to so many, to billions of people. They can't adjust. And now everybody's just sitting on their hands and listening to the Fed Reserve, how we are beating inflation that we created, meaning them, by saying we. At the same time, fiscal, meaning government spending, is out of control, and that's what's creating inflation. So what are they really doing if they're not spending, let's say, $1 trillion a month when it comes to monetary spending from Federal Reserve? We're down to like 500 billion versus 1 trillion or whatever the number is. And then you got quadrupling amount from the government spending and just making inflation even worse in the area that we need the most, which is all deliberate. So just the insanity that people are believing and willing to put up with this, it's mind-boggling to me. And I hope things change overnight here. We got a miraculous turnaround and people do show up, and these freaks stop doing what they're doing when it comes to spending and taking our freedom away. But unfortunately, again, this channel is not to scare you. This channel is to prepare you. None of that is going to happen. They're going to be blaming all the bad things that are coming either on Putin or Xi from China or whoever. We the people, it is never them. Take care. I am out. By the way, roll tide, roll. Heading to the game against LSU. And as always, delivering meat. I got about 400 pounds of beef in here. Got a freezer in the back, 7 cubic freezer, $200 at Walmart. I think it's a great buy. Instead of paying $550 for 14 cubic footer or 600 in some places, you can buy 2 of those, and it's better off in case something goes wrong. You can have one freezer that is working for you, and you can separate the meat better. So those 7 cubic footers fit about 200 pounds of meat, which is half a cow, and you're good to go for a year for a family of 4. If anybody needs any, let me know. I am out. God bless you all.